Sagittarius, what the hell do y'all have going on? I really don't understand. What is up, you guys? It is your girl Kia Cartel here with a reading for my Sagittarius gang, okay? A lot of you are going to be new, and you stopped here for a reason because this message is clearly for you. Please take what resonates and leave what does not for whoever the hell it does belong to. Also, keep an open mind. If this, of course, is your first time coming across my channel, make sure that you also tap into your moon sign as well as your rising. We want to just be sure that, you know, we are gathering all of the information that we need. I will have several other zodiacs pop up, but we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this. Again, if you're new, welcome. If you are not, welcome back, okay? Off the rip, Sag, y'all have a lot of things to uncover, okay? And I feel like a lot of you are going through this transition right now where a lot of things are coming out of the dark into the light. You're recognizing people and things for what and who they really are, and this is altering your reality in a major way. Okay, your first card to pop out was flow. So off the bat, it tells me that a lot of you are changing the process of life for yourself. Okay, with all of these things that are coming toward you and all of these things that you are uncovering, it's allowing you to really clearly see the vision that you have for the future. Okay, we have love, we have the snake, and we have the runner. Okay, who y'all got? Y'all have people falling in love with you, and it almost feels impossible to these people. Okay, it says unconditional love, right? Passion, affection, attraction. I feel like a lot of you had a bond with someone, you know what I'm saying? You got into the space of loving yourself and really like, okay, getting things on track. And there was this connection, boom, with somebody where things just came back into play. And then there was a snake. Let's jump, right? Someone could have snaked you. This could be third party energy. But either way, I do feel like there for a lot of you was an interference with the connection that you've had, right? This is someone or the energy coming through looking to interrupt a happy time, okay? With the runner showing up, I truly feel like this is whoever you could be connected to in this moment with this interruption having taken place, right? Because a lot of you just fell off with the person. And I think that there is a person here who really wants to know how they can soothe their way back into a good space with you without really having the conversation or taking the necessary steps to make sure that this is really what needs to happen. Communication is terrible. With the 5 of Wands showing up here, baby, someone is really in competition with you, and it's like, why? Why? Right? I hate to say it this way, Sag, but you're winning. And actually, I don't hate to say it that way because I feel like this is the season for you to really tap into your energy and really glow and go hard with full intention on having abundance, right? Gaining more clarity, getting things into a better flow. This card, the 6 of Pentacles, is also in relation to flow, right? And fulfillment. This is you gathering everything and creating this routine and this balance across the board, right? Across the board. Manifesting, meditation, okay, having good discernment. These are all things that you tap into deeper in order to make sure that you're not interacting with things that aren't necessary for you at this time, okay? Things look really, really good as far as just the direction that you're going in. And finally, knowing what direction you want to go in is also important, right? A lot of you really didn't know what was to happen or what you should look forward to. But when I do talk about this 5 of Wands energy, okay, a little competition ain't never really hurt nobody, but it's like, come on now, me. Someone wants to be in competition with me. This is telling me that there is someone who really, again, just didn't want to see a relationship that you had going on be successful. I think that there's someone here who almost wants what you have by any means. It's like, ooh, if she has it or if he has it, then it has to be good. Let me go ahead and see if I could try it out. No, baby, that ain't how it works. Okay, but then for a lot of you, this is just the terrible miscommunication with the person that you feel you should be on better terms with, right? I feel like this person feels like they are a little in competition with you when it comes to love, right? Like this person doesn't like being wrong. This person is very narcissistic in ways where they'll gaslight you to, get you to try to feel bad about things that they have going on instead of being concerning or available to what you may have going on. So it does feel like this person really has the perception that you're always going to be good. It's about them. Okay, there's no balance and there's no concern to say, you know what, we're both going through things. Like, let's just be cool. You know what I'm saying? If a relationship isn't to work, I ain't got a problem with being friends. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got hella people on the roster. And if you don't, you will. Let's go ahead and tap into what it is that my Sagittarius is feeling in this moment. I do feel like there is deep emotion behind just where things are going. Okay, natural, real, organic, authentic, right? So this is something that you are looking forward to. I feel like a lot of you aren't giving anything, any time, any attention unless you can feel and know deep down that it is real, right? You don't want anything that is not sitting right with you. I do feel like a lot of you have been very expressive during this time, like really telling people what it is so that way you're not wasting your time. People love how organic and authentic you are, Sag. Like, no matter what people try to say, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I feel like a lot of you may come with this very stern personality where you're about what you say and you're, saying what you about. But it's like people are intimidated by that. They love it, but they're intimidated by this natural, organic, real version of yourself, right? There is someone who feels like they, at some point, tried stepping out to find just that in other people, right? Like the connection fell off with you both. So they figured, you know what, to get back at Sag, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to see if I can connect with something, if not the same, close enough. Baby, it just don't work. You're never going to find another me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel Sagittarius is coming. You guys have so many amazing things that are getting ready to take place. It's really throwing people off because a lot of your focus has transitioned from love to abundance and business and setting different priorities, right? I think that you've given someone the benefit of the doubt when it comes to a connection. I do feel like this is a person who isn't really going to go anywhere, right? They're not really going anywhere. This is a person who just wants you to give them a lot more affection and almost baby them. We do have redemption coming through, forgiveness. Okay, so someone did something that they weren't supposed to do. I feel like trust was gone. I feel like a lot of you still remained cool in certain situations or at certain points with a person here. And someone is looking for you to forgive them at some point if they haven't already. This is someone who is looking to just really say, I acknowledge this, and you just take them back without any, other recognition to their actions, or just even acknowledging how you feel and you taking the time to really heal from the situation. A lot of you were mistreated by a person. And I do feel like, it was just a lot of pettiness going on. The will, independence, free spirit, sobriety. Yeah. So you were dealing with a person who thought that they could have their cake and eat it too. And it's like, you know what? Sagittarius isn't paying me any attention. I'm going to go find that attention. When it turns out that that's not, like, it's a karmic situation now. When it turns out that the situation didn't go as they planned, they look to run back to you to get that forgiveness. But it's like, baby, you did what you did. Now you got to sit and think about it. This person is really looking for you to just take them back at any means and really just be all in for them. I feel like that's going to be very hard to do, considering this is a person who doesn't like to compromise. Okay, we want to go ahead and tap into what it is that my Sagittarius needs to look forward to in this moment, right? So the reflection, self-image, relationship, reflecting old wounds, introspection. So a lot of you with this specific person are going through this mirroring effect, right? You're seeing a lot of things that you've seen before, and you're seeing a lot in this person that you actually see in yourself, right? This person is either doing things that you typically do to people or just showing you what it is that you have done to people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird because it's like, damn, do I really give off that type of energy? And now that it's happening to you, it's like, hell no, we ain't dealing with that, right? Let's go ahead and tap into the energy of what it is that my Sagittarius needs to know. So restrictions. A lot of you have felt very trapped in the past, right? I feel like a lot of you felt held back in a specific connection that you had. I have Pisces energy coming through, right? Yo, If you felt restricted, this is the prime time for you to tap into your complete power, right? That feeling of restriction and feeling pressured and feeling powerless and going through a lot of drama, that weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now you need to take the time to actually enjoy what is to come, okay? A lot of you get out of this place of feeling restricted, but I do feel, on another note, with you dealing with this connection and having to really figure out where, you know, this person stands with you or where you stand with the person, you feel restricted because there's certain things that you want to say to someone, but you don't want to hurt them. A lot of you are literally holding back from saying certain things to a person because you've already thought about what their reaction may be. We have the Temperance coming out in Sagittarius, okay? It does show, you know, self-indulgence, clashing, lack of perspective, discord, recklessness, and hastiness. So someone is definitely viewing you to be someone who just doesn't give a damn. And I do feel like a lot of you may feel like that, but let's be honest, a lot of you do care, considering this person continuously pops up in your energy. They're popping up because you're allowing them to, right? This person hasn't completely disconnected because you haven't completely disconnected. I want to go ahead and clarify this Temperance in reverse. Why is this Temperance in reverse here? I have healthy choices coming out. Like, is this situation really healthy? Is this situation really healthy? Is it causing a lot of stress, frustration, like confusion? I feel like a lot of you are just really confused as to what to do as far as moving forward with the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's going to continue to be petty, then maybe this is something that we need to stop here. You know what I'm saying? If we can work good together, then that's amazing. But a lot of you are dealing with a person who at this moment is handling things very childishly, okay? And it's confusing you because for a lot of you, you thought that there was some understanding. You thought that you were able to really see a future with this person. And it's not that you can't see a future with this person anymore, but it's more so like their actions and the things that they're choosing to do in this moment of, you know, I think a lot of you are just dealing with a person who is just, for one, not good at expressing their emotions, but they're also used to dealing with people who allow them to act this way. They've never really been put in their place. So a lot of you need to really speak up. Again, I don't feel like this person is going anywhere unless you want them to, but in this moment, this person is looking to be back into your good graces. We have abundance coming through with Pentacles, okay? It talks about the blending of families, all right? This is also lots of abundance, someone who taps into their business and entrepreneur state. Business looks really, really good for Sagittarius, right? I think a lot of you are going through a major transformation when it comes to career, really doing something that you have a passion for and going full-fledged with it. Not letting up. You know, you're going to be tired, but it's one of those things where you love what you do so much, time isn't really a thing. I feel like, you know, certain positions could be ending for a lot of you. So this is where you're like, you know what, okay, divine timing is everything. It may not be something you really, you know, expected or want to happen, but at the end of the day, it has to happen in order for you to really get into the position that is meant for you. We have the Hermit coming out in reverse, which is great. Getting out of this state of loneliness, there is love coming through, but you have choices. You have like so many choices, Sag. It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's literally crazy. I feel like on one end, people feel that they have to withdraw from you, which is fine. If they choose to withdraw, it's because they're not meant to be in that state during your time in your season of growing. Let these people will themselves out. But if things get too chaotic, you have to now make a decision as to whether or not you really give a damn to have this person in your space, because you have so many things to do. They either get on board or they sink. You know what I'm saying? But you're not bringing me down with you. You're not going to bring me down with you. It's a lot of emotional energy taking place with the connection here. Someone just really wants you to be all about them. It's almost like this person is expecting for you to call, text, you know, almost all damn day. And it's like, okay, if you understand that I'm busy, you understand that I have this going on. For a lot of you, I do feel like a lot of you are already in a situation, right? You have a connection with someone now, but this person that is looking to interfere for a lot of you is like not letting up. It just feels like these choices you have to make are going to be very clear and set in stone because someone just doesn't get it. Let's go ahead and clarify the energy. Thank you. We have Aries energy coming through, and then we have, we're not going to take that one because that one was looking a little bunged up. But we have the King of Wands energy coming out in reverse. So This shows a liar, a devious person. We talked about this. Someone reacted on impulse, right? You were dealing with a person who couldn't handle the pressure. You were dealing with a person who didn't like the fact that they couldn't be in your presence, so they went out and they did things that they probably shouldn't have done. This has caused a rift between both of you. So now it's all about this person gaining your trust back, which is why we have that person who was begging for forgiveness. Let's not forget about this person begging for forgiveness, right? It's been a lot of stubborn energy where this person is like, you know what? I don't have to say anything. I did what I did. It is what it is. We don't need to talk about it. But baby, you feel it, right? This person gets to a point where now they feel they have to express themselves a lot more because they don't want to lose the connection that you both have. We have the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse. This is Cancer energy. Someone just really hoping that a connection that some of you had didn't work. I think that others, there could have been someone who not necessarily put a spell, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that this person is powerful enough to even tap into that motion. But I do feel like this is something that this person just really wanted to see happen. They talked it up so much, it really backfired, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not a good vibe for them. They're definitely going through a very karmic cycle at this moment because nothing is working out for anybody who prays for the worst on other people. You know what I'm saying? Like you get what you ask for. But for a lot of you, there is a person, you know what I'm saying, this love connect who just feels like they're not receiving the same you. And for a lot of you, that may be true. Like fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice, like I can't be fooled again. You know what I'm saying? We coming in with Drake. Like it really is a matter of you only have one time to show me that you can't handle a connection with me. I'm hearing too old for this, right? Like we're too old for this. We're too old to be playing games. You either know what you want or you don't, but very confusing. Because I feel on one hand, the both of you could feel this fulfillment. Really amazing things are happening. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a matter of holding that balance. It's a matter of holding that balance. I do see wishes coming true. Okay, cheerfulness, prosperity, satisfaction, achievement, being rewarded, and having the utmost high confidence. So this is just a really good time for you, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of you, either way, look forward to traveling, relocating, setting new boundaries, setting new rules, and just holding yourself to a higher standard. Whoever is looking to compromise and follow those rules and align themselves in what you have placed, then that works out perfectly fine. But we're not allowing anybody to come in and interrupt what we have going on. I just seen action, which shows me and tells me that there is someone who is looking to come toward you very, very quickly, right? Things have been silent for a lot of you. And I do feel like there are new connections taking place for you in general, right? But I feel like at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. A lot of you have so many things to look forward to. There is no time for dysfunction or crazy situations to take you off track. You guys just have a lot going on. Between these choices, between relocating, new options, and new opportunities, we have Aquarius energy, Leo energy showing up, and then we also have Gemini energy coming out as well, right? A lot of you are dealing with a person or has dealt with a person who literally cannot get you off of their mind. Someone is losing sleep, okay? I think a lot of you may feel anxious yourself, and this anxiousness and this anxiety is stemming from the fact that you just really don't know what choice to make in this moment. I say calm yourself down, take 3 breaths, and really allow yourself to process your reality versus the things that you don't want to experience, right? Like everybody knows what they don't want to experience. If you truly feel deep down inside that this connection or these next steps that you were getting ready to take are just not for you, then you make that decision for you. Don't allow people to make those decisions for you. We have the Star card coming out in Aquarius. A lot of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Someone who just allows you to see things in a different perspective. But I do feel like a lot of you have a lot of spiritual healing to do. A lot of you are really tapping into your spiritual instincts. Okay, you have this spiritual gift, but you are also bringing in a lot more positivity and spirituality into your life, right? This causes you to really see things from a different perspective. It feels amazing. Energy of Leo coming through. Okay, saying yes to being brave and courageous about the choices that you make. Don't second guess yourself. Okay, there are going to be people who try to tell you certain things, and there are going to be people who try to detour you from, you know, certain opportunities or connections. Good discernment. You be brave enough to have that inner strength to say, you know what, I'm passionate about this. I'm going to make this happen. Overcoming self-doubt is very, very important for a lot of you. I do feel like a lot of you hit these bumps in the road where you feel like certain things just aren't capable of happening. No. You are the influence, and all you have to do is focus on the prize, right? We have the Emperor coming out. Clarifying stability, structure, protection, okay? Having authority, control, logical and practical thinking. A lot of you are dealing with a person who wants to be just that. Okay, as much as this is based on you gaining control and restructuring your life and things like that, a lot of you are getting ready to encounter a love. If you haven't already been in tune with this person, there is going to be just that in this relationship. I honestly feel like this is a soulmate connection for you. That doesn't mean that you have to make the choice to stay. But if you do decide that this is a situation you want to pursue, a lot of you are going to have to recognize that there are roles to be played, right? Someone wants to come in and have a lot more masculine energy within them to provide for the relationship. Sag, you can be very, very stern, like we said. So a lot of you possess that masculinity anyway, right? A lot of you possess that natural ability to take charge and be in control, and this is just what it is. Even if that's something that you aren't used to holding back on, in order to pursue a relationship specifically with this person, you might just have to give this person a little space to feel like that is something that can actually take place within them. You're dealing with a very masculine energy for a lot of you, right? I have photographs showing it, which tells me that there is someone who is stalking someone's social media. I do feel like there could be multiple parties that are stalking on behalf of someone here for you, right? This person does not like the separation, and then we have camera coming out solidifying that there are multiple people who are looking at your social media, trying to figure out what you're doing, who you're connecting with, and why you're not in contact with them as far as this soulmate energy. Someone does not like the fact that y'all ain't talking. And someone doesn't like the fact that they're not getting the attention that they need from you. We have love coming in the reverse, right? There is someone who is very hesitant about calling you or texting you. I do see a long ass paragraph text message coming into play, right? Where they're expressing exactly how they feel to a T. This person needs to let you know exactly what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Whether you accept that message is completely up to you. This could also be in the reverse, where you finally get to a point where you're like, you know what? This is what I have to tell this person. It's not that I don't love you, for a lot of you, right? This is how I feel a lot of that goes. It's like, it's not that I don't love you. It's just we are better off as this. Whereas a lot of you may say, you know what? I do love you to the point where this decision needs to be made in X amount of time because I need to know what I need to do. I don't want to waste my time. So some of you are actually giving this opportunity a chance, whereas some of you are like, you know what, I recognize that this shit just is not good. Being open and honest about where you stand and where a person stands with you is actually going to be what really takes the weight off of your shoulders for this situation. I feel like I need to do another reading for Sagittarius because right now the energy is closing in on me. I feel like there is a connection between someone who is able to feel your connection that deeply, right? It almost feels like you guys are intertwined. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave this here. I hope that you all enjoyed this reading. It was a lot. So again, take what resonates, leave what does not for whoever the hell it does belong to. But I just want you guys to keep an open mind with this reading and understand that the transformation is happening. There are going to be some endings and some new beginnings taking place very, very soon. A lot of you are in the process of really recognizing how things are shifting for you, right? Creating a better flow. So we'll get back to it. I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like a personal reading, please be sure that you hit me up on my Instagram at kia.baby with 4 Ys. That's BB with 4 Ys. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.